Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. I'd like to welcome each of you to another FranTastic InSights video podcast, whereby we introduce to you some very prominent personalities, all of whom excuse me, are having a very positive impact on the ever-growing world of franchising. My name is David Craghead. I'm the Chief Franchise Expansion Officer for FranServe. And today I'll be your host for this week's FranTastic InSights. For the past 14 years, FranServe has been recognized as the world's largest franchise consulting and expansion organization. We have a we have a very simple mission, and that is we change people's lives in a very positive way through franchise ownership. We do that through a network of incredible franchise brands in 39 different industry categories. And our growth initiatives are then supported by a growing portfolio of franchise consultants. Many of you may refer to them as franchise brokers. They're all the same person, all of whom are dedicated to helping their clients explore franchise opportunities which are deemed to be a perfect match for their individual search criteria. And today I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Gary Sipes. Gary is the VP of Franchise Development for one of our industry's finest franchise brands. The brand is known as Shelf Genie. Very active, very dynamic home service brands. They're a member of the Neighborly network of home service brands. And Neighborly is recognized nationwide in fact, probably worldwide, as the most trusted source for local home service professionals. Shelf Genie, a member of Neighborly, has been recognized throughout the U.S. as the leading provider of custom home storage solutions. So Shelf Genie has really revolutionized the way people organize their homes for over 20 years. So Gary, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate that. And as I pass the microphone to you this afternoon, please share your business model description and your latest perspective for Shelf Genie.
Yeah, for sure, David. Thanks for having me, and we certainly love working with FranServe. I would say that Shelf Genie is one of those that is a really popular model currently. It's a great brand just because without even getting into the brand first, it's a work from home opportunity. There's no equipment and inventory to purchase. This is a business where you don't have to have any employees to start. We use a subcontractor model starting, and so the expenses are very low. And we also have a call center that takes all of our owners' calls and books appointments so that our owners are free to work on their business instead of being stuck in it. Um, Truly, as you said, David, Shelf Genie is truly here to maximize and make the best storage solutions in any space in any room in a home or business. Think of kitchens, bathrooms, closets, on the commercial side, commercial buildings, boats, RVs, playrooms. We have expanded all throughout the home. In the beginning, Shelf Genie kind of focused mainly on kitchens and doing those custom glide out shelving to maximize space in kitchens. But we have then moved into all of the home. For example, last year we did one of our owners did a $60,000 install and repurposed the entire home. So game rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, etc. So it's a great place to be in the Shelf Genie world today, and we're expanding every year.
And you touched on the fact that I think you said you service both residential and commercial clients. Did I hear you correctly about that?
Correct, absolutely. So we've got examples of that at both of our headquarters, one in Waco and one in Las Colinas and in the Dallas Fort Worth area. We have expanded to where we're seeing that a lot of commercial places are looking to maximize opportunities as well. We had an install at a Chick-fil-A recently where they wanted to maximize all of their counter spaces outside. So the commercial piece is growing as we speak.
And speaking for the business models of your individual franchisees, when they start with Shelf Genie, if they come out of training, do they launch into both residential and commercial, or do they kind of like grow from one to the other?
They usually start in residential. That's our bread and butter, of course, David. And then if the commercial opportunities arise, then we're prepared for it 100%.
Very good. Speaking of your franchisees, our job is to provide you applicants for the Shelf Genie brand. How would you describe the perfect franchisee applicant for Shelf Genie? What characteristics do they bring to the table?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we're always looking for people that want to build an enterprise, right? Kind of a little small empire in their area. We're a multi-unit opportunity. So most of our owners start with at least two territories, up to as many as they want. Um, Part of that is having grit, having drive, wanting someone who wants to interact in their community. This is a really community-driven and referral-based business. And so we want to make sure that they're active in their community and wanting to grow just a small empire.
And as your new franchisees grow from 1 unit to 5 to 10 units, do they become more of an executive owner as opposed to an owner operator as they transition from the individual units to more?
Yeah, that's a great question. So in the beginning, our owners are working just on the business, right? So we're going to have them learn how to do all of our design calls, learn how all of the install happens. But ultimately, we want them to grow to a point where they have a team of designers and a team of installers. And as they add territories, they expand those teams to where they're just managing those designers' calendars and installers to actually do the install. So it is more of an executive piece. Absolutely, David.
And as they become more of an executive owner, do they grow outside of the home office into a more commercial space, or is that a requirement?
So they don't have to. It is a true work from home experience. As you can imagine, we do custom solutions, so we don't have any inventory. Our warehouse out in Phoenix, which we own, by the way, we produce and manufacture all of the products for all of our builds. And so once that custom piece is finished, it gets delivered to the installer so that they can take it to the home and actually put it in. So there's no need for storage space. The only thing that they would need is maybe a place to put their home show design. So we have all of our owners have a small little home show demo kit that shows all of our products that they can use at home shows. And so they'll just have to have a place to store that.
Thank you. Appreciate you being so thorough with your answers. You're painting a really good picture for me
Great.
and for the audience as well. Gary, tell me, what effect, if any, is the current economy having on Shelf Genie and your franchisees?
So great question. I'd say it's really not bothering us as much as maybe some other franchisors because we really control the entire process of our owner's experience, meaning because we own the manufacturing facility, we control every build, the timing of every build, the shipping cost of every build so that everybody's getting that equal opportunity. So we're not having to outsource to other areas and other manufacturers. It's all controlled in our area in Phoenix. And so therefore, but because we've got our hands around it, our owners are really not seeing a real impact.
You mentioned that Shelf Genie has grown from a kitchen supplier of shelving to the entire home and then for commercial services. What changes are you anticipating for your business model during the next 1 to 3 years, if any?
Yeah, so we're just now getting into that entire home space. We had focused on kitchens for years, and we realized that this product is wanted by more than just people wanting to redo their kitchens. Although we save them a ton of money, because as you can imagine, a full kitchen remodel probably is going to cost somewhere around 40 or $50,000. We can go in and redo all of their cabinets and pantries for around 5 or 6 thousand. So it's a great savings to homeowners, and they get the refurbished maximizing space opportunity at a much cheaper price. We have now decided to transform into closets because there's such a big space and opportunity, and then transforming into all parts of the home just because everywhere you can imagine there's a cabinet, we can maximize the space with glide out technology to the millimeter to maximize every opportunity. We've even gone so far, David, as to get into RV spaces. RVs are limited in space, and so we can maximize those opportunities as well. And we've also got into boats as well. So in the marine piece, where folks have yachts and whatnot and want to maximize space. So there's no end to our expansion.
And you're expanding across the U.S., correct?
Correct. Absolutely.
As you do expand across the country, are you anticipating or do you experience any regional influence on your model?
Not really. We haven't seen a big regional influence yet. We've got kind of a targeted directive to really gear up this year and in future years, we have taken some of our opportunity markets, like for example, Fort Lauderdale, Cleveland, Miami, Chicago, where we have put in it's a corporate location. So our coaches are actually running corporate stores, running with designers and installers to where we can build up a business to where it kind of has a footprint. So when a new owner comes in to take it's already kind of launched.
Wow, that's impressive. Gary, tell me a little bit about the design of your individual territories. How are they created?
Yeah, so we usually start with at least two territories. They are made up of 125,000 households. That's kind of each territory's minimum number. We can go slightly over that as well. And then our objective is to make sure that we're looking at household incomes, to make sure that we're looking at all the demographics of the territory, to make sure that there's a certain number of businesses, certain number of homes, um, obviously in the average household income, and then looking at rentals versus occupied or owned homes, et cetera. Folks over 65 or folks with children. So we kind of look at all that information to make sure that we're putting somebody in a proper location.
Very good. In addition to the viewers of this podcast on the different versions of social media, our broker's going to be watching this too. So, for the broker's benefit, are there any really hot, desirable territories around the country that you need for us to help you fill?
For sure. So I'll list about 10 for you real quick. Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale is fantastic. Cleveland, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Dallas Fort Worth, Phoenix, Denver, Miami, and then of course Long Island has a great opportunity as well.
So, you wouldn't mind if we bring you 4 or 5 applicants for each one of those openings, would you?
I would be very happy, very pleased with that, David.
Okay. Tell me, Gary, what is the typical ramp up time from the date that a new applicant signs the franchise agreement to the ribbon cutting? What kind of time frame does that look like?
Usually that's about 6 to 8 weeks. So our phase one training is done remotely, where they're going to be working with coaches and marketers to make sure that their marketing plan and go-to-market strategy is all ready. We're going to build and facilitate their website as well, and then really get them in tune with the design training, understanding installing, and then starting to look for installers and designers. Once they come past that point, which is about 4 or 5 weeks, we will have them join us at our manufacturing facility in Phoenix and spend a week with us. And we have them actually do everything hands on. So they will do the presentation, they will do a design at our design center. They'll actually have the manufacturer create their custom design. And then we will
Wow.
have installers install that design so they can see everything to the finished end.
So your training goes from the classroom to the field, and basically, right?
Absolutely. We have a world-class training center in Phoenix, and so we want to make sure that they are hands-on and understand it prior to putting them back out in the field.
Now, is there some form of continuing education that goes beyond that?
For sure. So they'll be assigned business coaches and marketing coaches as well that are going to check in with them periodically. They'll set up a cadence, whether that's weekly, twice weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. It's up to the owner at that point. And we're going to coach them through how to get better on designs. We use all kinds of the new technology and AI software like Rilla so that we can listen to every call, every sales call to make sure that they didn't miss something. And so we're constantly training and coaching all the time.
Gary, I want to once again thank you for being so thorough with your answers. That makes my job easy today. So thank you for that. If there's one takeaway from this interview today that you'd like for our viewers to know that we haven't touched on, what would that be?
I would say that we are just truly a company that is looking to grow and expand all throughout the country, all of North America, actually. We are in Canada and have very successful folks in Canada. Um, Truly know that our owners are not competitors. They are so willing and open to help us in the development process as well. So they have great validation. And then also, they truly embrace and take on all new owners and help them grow, get them into learning networks. And then lastly, just one piece, because you said that consultants may be watching this as well. Fun fact about Shelf Genie last year, every new award that we gave to new owners came from consultants.
Good. Wow, that's really good. That's good to know. I'll share that with Alicia Visconti, our CEO. She loves tidbits like that, so I'll share that with her.
You bet.
Um, and one thing I've noticed over the years, we have quite a few of the Neighborly brands in our portfolio, and the thing that I've noticed that's a real benefit to being involved with Neighborly is how each of your brands support each other. So
Absolutely.
I will imagine that's a big help with Shelf Genie as well.
Oh, for sure. So there's so much cross marketing and cross networking potential. Imagine we have 19 different brands in North America, so we're in the homes a lot. We have an average of what 10 million customers a year, and so
Wow,
going through and being in all those homes, our owners have a chance to see what other opportunities are there and to convey that to their other owners in their markets.
excellent. Well, Gary, I've come to the end of my questions. You've been very thorough, as I mentioned, so thank you for that. And I want to thank you very sincerely for the privilege of your time today. I know you're a busy gentleman. This entire interview will be posted on the FranServe support site. It'll be archived in the FranServe library, and it'll be uploaded to 4 different platforms of social media: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you may get some autograph requests, Gary. It's happened before. So,
Looking forward to it. Looking
okay.
forward to it. Thank you for having me.
You're with that. You're very welcome. With that, we will adjourn today's podcast. Take care now. See you, Gary.
Thank you.